us today as well. And thank you for joining us today. As you know that TRD Toastmaster is a place where we come together and we can practice English speaking and leadership skills. It is the place where you can come here to this podium and speak for 2 or 3 words or 1 sentence and just stand still and keep a big smile for maybe 1 minute, and that means that you're successful for that. So, and I also remember that at the beginning 2 years ago, someone just come here and not say anything, but now they keep coming, and now they can present their speech maybe up to level 3. So that for today, please enjoy the meeting and please be part of the meeting as well. I hope the meeting will be successful and give you something for today. Now I call on the meeting number 46. And I would like to pass the floor to Mr. Toastmaster of the day. DJ
Madam Acting President, fellow Toastmasters, yes, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to the Toastmasters War, where leaders are made. And you know, normally when we talk about leaders, and then people say we are focusing on communication, on public speaking, or what is a concern about leadership. Because anyone is a leader, actually by nature. We were born, we came to be the first to arrive on earth actually, from a lot of competitors inside our moms. You know, this is the problem that when we come out, we're all the leaders. But the only thing is that there are many different types of leaders. Now, most important thing is that if the world to be more peaceful, the country to be more peaceful, the community and the family, it should be the tool that can help people communicate. That is communication skills. Now, so we are together to make not only our club, but our community and the nation to be peacefully in action, I would like to say. Now, so I do believe that all of us have been in the world of communication, but sometimes we have not really aware that we are also one of the communicators who can better this world. And of course today, as Toastmaster of the day, I would like to let's say that even our acting president, because she's a very passionate first time I came here and listened to her. She's been acting president on different occasions, and you know that our acting president also improved herself dramatically. Until this moment, she looked very professional. Congratulations. So, ladies and gentlemen, in our Toastmasters program, there will be 3 main parts. The first part will be the table topic session. The second part will be the prepared speech session, and the third part will be the general evaluation session. Now, normally for the first part, that called the table topic session, now this part is very challenging. And any one of you may volunteer yourself to come up and give the answer. Or if you don't volunteer, the table topics master will just point at you. Somebody say, oh, not me, then you will be invited. In the past, it's different from now. Some 28 or 30 years ago, when the table topics master standing up here, he or she will say, ladies and gentlemen, I will pick my first victim. And everyone said, victim, I don't want it. And then Toastmaster said, no, it's not nice to say that. We said, I would like to invite the first respondent, which is different, right? And so this is the way. So if you have been asked a question, don't hesitate. You can volunteer. If somebody asks you, just stand up firmly, walk up to the lectern smartly. instruct, say, I can do it. That's all. And don't forget to shake hands with the table topics master and smile a little bit. Why we have to shake hands? In the international way, when we shake hands, the one very important thing in my mind, help me please, when I have a stage flight. Now, so when we shake hands, I always say this way, shaking, I love you. You love me or not, I don't care, but I love you, please. Now, so when we start, just look, be firm, like our acting president said, be firm. Then, if you don't know what to speak, smile for 1 minute, and then we become successful, say bye-bye, and you go sit down, you gain more self-confidence. This is what we learn in Toastmasters. And then the prepared speech. Now, once you are ready, you are invited to give the first speech. That is called the icebreaker. As an icebreaker, you just introduce yourself. A lot of people say, I don't know what to say, but actually, we have a lot to say, but we don't know how to present, that's all. Now, so don't worry, just come up, talk about yourself in 4 to 6 minutes. Somebody says 6 minutes too long, believe me. If you have been a Toastmaster for more than 1.5 years or 2 years, 6 minutes is too short. Yes, because sometimes we have to shorten the speech. And of course, the last but not least important is the general evaluation section. This has made Toastmasters survive for over 95 years because of its uniqueness in evaluation. We are very constructive and positive. We will not say, acting president, oh, you shouldn't come. You spoke this or that way, not so good. We say next time, if you came here, that you did it this way, it would be much better. That's all. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, as a Toastmaster of the day, I would like to invite all of you to this very important session. That is word of the day. What is today's word of the day? Gary Talk. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, is that Toastmaster Nui? So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Nui.
This is my first time. Mr. Toastmaster of the day. Ladies and gentlemen, today I'm going to talk about the word get rid of. This is a word and mean dispose of, throw away. Okay, if this word means dispose of, why don't we just not say dispose of? Or why do I need these 3 complicated words? Well, you might sound very formal in your say that. Actually, get rid of is a very common expression. They mean come from the adjective it rid. If we are rid of something, it means we don't have something. We are not in state of owning something. We use this word with a noun or pronoun. For example, can you please get rid of your old clothes? There is no place in your wardrobe. I got rid of my old car as soon as I had enough money for a new one. Thank you. Back to your Mr. Toastmaster.
Wow, that's the first time, but you know, she created Toastmaster of the day. And then she explained, I will not give the evaluation right now, but you did a great job. Congratulations. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we come to the second part that is called thought of the day. Because thought of the day, somebody would like to probably have the quotation, I have the statement or whatever, and then a Toastmaster will come up and give the description. Whether he or she likes it or not, it doesn't matter. That is the practice. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Apple.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sally or Apple. Today I talk about thought of the day, life is learning. We have learned every stage of life. Since we were born, baby, children, adult, and old people until die. Every time and context is learning. For example, many students have learned from their teacher in classroom. In addition, they have learned from the tutor school, website, their friends, and by themselves. Knowledge is endless to learn. Learning is good objective for better life and good experience, a little good experience and a good goal for achievement. Sometimes learning is occur from our behavior. For example, in daily life, many people see traffic jam every day. They are boring after that. They are driving to avoid it. Finally, you need to fall before you can fly. You can learn from your experience. If you don't learn, you will succeed in your life. Thank you.
Yes, thought of the day, we learned from how life is learning the process, and then of course we could see the difference. I don't know how many of you been here for more than 5 or 10 times. Then you could observe the difference in the presenter. And then when she came up today without notes, that's why when I was sitting there, I said, Apple, if you forgot, go on. But she did not forget it. I will give evaluation later, but now, congratulations. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, of course, in this club, there is one very special section. Not happen in any other club. Because of your members so creative and innovative. You said something, even I myself got involved, and I couldn't achieve what in the game was all about. But a great game, I would like to say. Ajahn Arun is quite young like me, no problem. So whenever we came across a game or something different, we have to think harder. So I would like to say that it is really the brain polishing program. That is today we call e-melody game, right? Wow, what's that? Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Toastmaster J and Toastmaster Hua.
Mr. Toastmaster of the day, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to play a game called e-learning. For example, I will show you how to play that by watching this quick video. Actually, we are inspired from TV program called Hollywood Night. That's what we are inspired from. You are not allowed to say any word. Just the E. With the E melody that we call. And you can try to guess what song it is. And you have two to play each team.
We think we better observe. When I look at it, we should. We are too young.
ได้หรอกไม่รู้จักเพลง
ได้ค่ะใครจะเล่นก่อนมาหน้าทีค่ะขอยิ่งถูกก็ได้ค่ะ
ชนะได้เลือกใช่ไหมครับเราเล่นทีหลังครับ
Please welcome Team A ค่ะ
จิ๋วเอง
สามคนได้ก่อนเลยนะ
จะลองเป็น
ถ้าไม่ทราบค่ะบอกผ่านได้เลย2 minutes
ต้องเล่นด้วย
เหมือนในคลิปเมื่อกี้นะคะ
ทุกคนต้องกินขึ้นนะครับ
เหมือนแบบถ้าเราเก็บไว้เยอะได้ค่ะเก็บไว้เยอะชื่อไว้เยอะเลยค่ะ
ใครทานผิดก็ทำ
ก็คือในไฟล์เพจที่สามร้องนะคะถ้าใครถูกก็โอนกระจายค่ะโอเคนะคะเจเจนะคะ
เพราะชิ้นกินเราไม่ได้
ฮาร์ดค่ะ
เพลงก็ไม่ต้อง
ฮาร์ดเหมือนกัน
เซ็นไปเดียวเราจะมาที่เดือน
หัวหน้าทีมยอมแพ้ไม่รู้จักเพลงนะคะไม่รู้จักเพลง
ไม่เป็นไรค่ะอีอย่างเดียวเราก็อย่างเดียวเจ๊งค่ะ
ไม่ก่อน
ไม่ได้หรอ
เพลงอะไร
สิบแปด
ไม่ได้ใจโอ้โหเอาเรื่องไหนดูรูปด้วยนี่ค่ะร้องไม่เราไม่พูดอะไรเองไม่ดูเพลงเลยนะก็มีสับเพลงนะทางค่ะที่ไม่เดือนมาแต่ก็ไม่มีน้องเก่งแล้วสองคนจะได้เก่งราคาเอาเนี่ยกับเป็นแอบแบบแฝงก็ตายแบบนี้
อยู่ตรงไหนคะ
อีอีอีอีอีอีอีอีอีอี
เราต้องแน่นอน
ไม่ใช่มามี่ค่ะค่ะนี่ไปมามี่ตอนที่ไอ้เนี่ย อ๋อที่พี่เออ่ะพี่เอเล่นท้ายพี่สุดท้ายเคจำได้ที่บอก ยินดีที่ได้รู้จักถูกครับเวลา
So the winner is Team B ค่ะ Thank you all Thomas, thank you. Thank you our Toastmaster of the day.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is a very special game for some of you. And that's why before the start, I thought that if you involve us, particularly Ajahn Arun, then you got a problem. And then you got a problem. So, ladies and gentlemen, you give both the MCs a big round of applause. So, ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to a very exciting time that called the table topic section. So if the table topics master give a statement or ask a question, don't hesitate. Look at him and be ready, just stand up and walk like a lion to the lectern. After shaking hand, give the answer. If you still couldn't feel what the answer is all about, you can say in yourself, you know, whoa, yeah, I love, you know that I can say or whatever. And then the audience will give the response. So don't worry about that today. There will be someone who is going to be the table topics master. That's none than Toastmaster Guam.
Mr. Toastmaster of the day, welcome to the table topic session, one of the most exciting parts of the Toastmaster meeting. The main objective is to challenge members to develop their complex communication skills, to effectively think on their feet, like in our daily life. We never know when we may be out. I thought question, interview supervisor and crew on job interviewer is to our benefit to know how to properly answer question or at least look like we are in control of the situation even if we don't know the exact answer. The more we practice, the better we will get. Basically, I encourage those who are not programmed for auto role on the agenda to take opportunity to speak out. To practice, don't worry there are no right or wrong. As I say all the time, we are here to learn and we can make mistakes and learn from it. The topic is specifically designed to develop 4 essential communication skills. First, listening. Second, thinking. Organizing and speaking. Today, as your table topic master, I will ask you 3 questions. Your response must be at least 1 minute and can be no more than 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You will see a green sign after 1 minute. Green sign. A yellow sign at 1 and 30. A red sign at 2 minutes. So here we are. I will ask the question first. I will call someone to respond. Let's start. Please listen carefully. My first question is, do you think crying is a sign of weakness or strength? Do you think crying is a sign of weakness or strength? Those who must become honest. Anyone want to cry? Maybe Toastmaster Khảo. You want to try?
So I guess the sign yes, straight.
One more question? Do you think crying is a sign of weakness or strength? Crying is a sign of weakness or strength? When you cry, you think it's a weakness or strength?
Good afternoon ค่ะ My name is Mutaya from Lansit นะคะ For your answer, for answer you, I think if I cry is main and strong because I have feeling and I take out for everything and I happy when I cry. It's strong and go everywhere. What you like, what you are thinking about it and think positive and formulate. Yes, only that. Thanks for your answer. Yes.
No right, no wrong. So the next question, if you had to teach something, what would you teach? If you had to teach something, what would you teach? Please welcome.
If I have to teach something, I think I have to teach yoga. The reason is because I think I have been practicing yoga for maybe 12 years. And at the beginning, I just think that I try to do it because I love to do something for myself. I think yoga would be good for myself. And then I acted to it. So just now, for a week, just for today, 5 o'clock until 6:30, the Treasury Department has a yoga class, and I attend it every week for Wednesday and Thursday, 5 o'clock until 6:30. And on Saturday morning, I went to the Community ชีวิตพัฒนา Life Development Foundation, and I am a master of the yoga class for maybe 10 years. I got paid for my traveling cost for 500 baht. But it's not that money. I do it for myself as well and do it for someone else. Thank you.
Very interesting. I understand now why you are still young. Personally, I have never tried yoga, but I think you can teach. The next question. What celebrity you admire and why? What celebrity you admire and why? Any volunteer on this side? Maybe but put up the two want to try? Yes. You want to try? What of you want to try? To answer to this question, what celebrity do you admire and why? Maybe Toastmaster form you can that one.
India celebrity because I get many gift, chocolate, and go to many places with my family. I happy until
We have done the decision. Now, can you turn the control of the meeting to our Toastmaster after this?
Yes, first of all, give our table topics a big round of applause. You know, sometimes the questions is rather hard for us too. But don't worry, if the question is difficult, just come out and share your opinion. That's all. Don't worry about that. This is the best place for us to practice. Even if we make a mistake, it doesn't matter. But that's why in Toastmasters, always at the club, we can do as many mistakes as we want. But when we leave the club to our office or outside, we try to be, I don't want to say perfect because no one is perfect. Those who are perfect are not with us. They are living, staying peacefully in the tomb. So we are struggling to be better. So congratulations to all of you. And now we are moving to one very important section that is called the prepared speech section. This section, when you are ready as a member, then you prepare yourself to come up to give the speech. For the first speech, the icebreaker normally it will take 4 to 6 minutes. And then after that, there will be 5 to 7 minutes. And of course, today we have two speakers. The first speaker who is going to speak about Ramadan month. I love the Ramadan month. Ramadan month, that is Toastmaster Chima. I will introduce her later. Now, her personal evaluator will be distinguished Toastmaster Arun. May you please read the objectives.
Mr. Toastmaster of the day, first Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen, especially our Toastmaster Chima, who will do project number 3, get to the point on the topic of Ramadan month. The objective I have for select a speech topic and determine a general and specific purpose. Organize the speech in a manner that best achieves both purposes. Ensure the beginning, body, and conclusion reinforce the purpose. Project sincerity and conviction and control any nervousness you may have. Strive not to know. I'm allowed 5 to 7.
Thank you very much. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, for project number 3, that is to get to the point. In Toastmaster, each project you will learn how to present it according to the objectives. And of course today, our speaker, I love Ramadan month. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Jima.
Director, nervous, control nervous. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Who in this room do you know Ramadan? Ramadan is it? How Ramadan? I love Ramadan. Why I love Ramadan? Ramadan in last month in Ramadan for me and Muslim in the world. In a month, in a month I fasting in Ramadan. This one, the principle of Islam. I must prepare for fasting. In this year, the first day of Ramadan on Tuesday 7 in May and finished on 4th in June. In June in this year. In Ramadan in this month is had one day I love eating fitri. You know eating fitri. Eating fitri is this picture Muslim pray and happy. The last month have eating fitri. This picture. In Ramadan have fasting. I cannot drink. I cannot eat and no sexual. But I love Ramadan because in Ramadan I wake up in the morning. Tea and 4:00 in the morning I wake up and eat food we call support food. We eat before support food about 4:30 in the morning. I begin fasting. When I fasting, I believe Allah see me. I believe in Islam and follow the purpose of Allah. I know when I fasting to keep me my heat free from mixing with passion. In Ramadan, when I fasting, I see me have patterns, a lot of patterns, and compassion for someone poor. When I hungry, I think I know the poor is there. So I think I favorite and necessary thing in this month. In this month, I want to know month, my God, there are a lot of other me and all Muslim. I have a poor thing give me so much. In Ramadan, the first refrain from anything I like to sing a song, I like to eat, I like to drink, cannot. In Ramadan, when I nothing cannot, I pretend a lot of me, I love me, I pretend, but I love Ramadan. In this Ramadan, I pay zakat. You know, in this room, you know zakat. If for someone poor, zakat in this month to sacrifice, thing like to give money for the poor, to seek satisfaction from God as well. In this month, zakat, indirect zakat, to give someone for the poor, give money, give rice. In this month, I would like to give a lot. So, in this month, I do a lot of something like that. And next, in this month, when I'm fasting, I eat phonic food. What's that? Phonic food? Phonic food. Phonic food or the farm, the food that farm food we call in Thailand. The last time I had to taste this in this one I eat farm food because farm food are rich in beta carotene and lutein and sunshine, which help prevent abdominal cancer, help knowledge. And last, in this month, we Muslim said that eating fitri in the last day in Idul Fitri, taqabbalallahu minna wa minkum, say Arabic, taqabbalallahu minna wa minkum. And I think for thing when I practice according for thing, so I love Ramadan a lot of. Thank you very much.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, since we have the evaluator, I will not touch on the speaker right now. But I would like to say thank you very much for the dates given to us. Last 2 weeks, when Shima gave us the dates, you also got it. And that's a very delicious one. Thank you so much for Ramadan month. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, now we come to the second speaker, who is going to speak under project number 5. What is project number 5? First of all, I would like to have distinguished Toastmaster support to read the objectives.
Project number 5, your body speaks. Objective. Use stance, movement, gesture, facial expression, and eye contact to express your message and achieve your speech purpose. Make your body language smooth and natural. Count around 5 to 7 minutes. Good luck.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, the speaker is going to speak on why teachers are so important in our life. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Toastmaster again.
taken person. Teacher is a person who is important in our life because the teacher like second person who taught me since I'm a child until for adult. And teacher tried to teach not just us, but the teacher still give us a lot of knowledge. To see we are good person too. With the sacrifice of a teacher who make a grateful for teacher career job very seriously. My mom was a teacher at Granite School about 34 years. Her subject is mathematics. My dad used to be a teacher last 14 years. His subject is social studies or history. But both of them retired already. After that, my dad, he was a teacher. He was a legal director of the school before he retired. There will be a first teacher, a kind and understand their students very much. And every student love them so much. My mom love taking care special children like us or autism child. I think when they know and solve their children success, they will be happy. I would like to be a teacher. I love teaching and helping children who don't have knowledge at the time. If I can be a teacher, I will be a teacher and love understand my children a lot because I ask my parents to be an example. I believe that teacher is a person who makes a good person. I think if I can be a teacher, I will be a good teacher in the future. Every job, I think, every job happens from who is teacher. Every children grow up from who is called teacher. This is my big job. Thank you.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, after the speech, I thought that sometimes in this lesson is sometimes okay, appropriate for us who, for sometimes somebody is shorter or taller, probably we need the podium there for her, but not her fault. Standing, otherwise she will be able to face the audience with an expression. And anyway, today, yes, I love the topic so much, be a teacher, because I always told my children that once a teacher for life. So that will be how that could be there. Congratulations, well. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, since we have a little more time, I would like to focus and helping you on how to develop ourselves in the way for our career growth, for our life in the community, how to speak effectively. One of the most important things when we stand at the lectern, now I take two part as the Toastmaster of the day and then will be the general evaluator. Since we have little time, we will talk about the speaking part. Don't forget one very important thing. Don't forget to turn off the microphone before we push it out from the socket of the stand, then turn it on. This is one of the things. When we are holding the microphone, be very careful if we are holding it with the wire here, because on Monday, a lot of people spoke with the wire like this, and so with the cord, sometimes twinkling, somebody just doing this. I saw one very professional speaker, and he missed one very important point as a speaker with this sort of microphone. He walked around, and then at one point, he tripped over. He stumbled because of the cord. So be very careful when we stand here. Number one thing, that let us look smart first. And when we are holding the microphone, there are many ways to do. Somebody grip it so tightly, like somebody just put it like this. And somebody just talk it, speak like a singer. It depends. Because the microphone, you have a singing mic, it is quite different. When you are singing on the stage, sometimes you have to make sure that it's the singing or the speaking mic. The singing mic, normally you could see most of the stars, they put their mouth close to the microphone. They put it right, but in the speaking style, we put it at the chest level. When you are going to motivate people, just put it here. Use your voice to punch it. And when you speak on any other occasion, put it at the chin level. When people take photographs, you look good. Don't put it too close. Somebody put it too close. And then so when the photograph being taken, we don't know whether the microphone is the mouth or the mouth is the microphone. They got mixed up. So sometimes the only one occasion we can kiss the microphone in a very romantic story. Something like that. Otherwise, don't kiss the microphone. And then one very important thing when we arrive here, be firm. Be firm. That's the first very important moment. You believe it or not, before you give the presentation, people already give you a certain score for that. When you enter the room to speak somewhere, people don't know who is the acting president, but when she got into the room, you who's this? Probably the speaker or someone important to address the audience. So when we walk, I don't know how you practice, but for myself as a speaker, when being invited, I practice from home. I just visualize, wow, this big room with 300 people. When I arrive, what should I do? I was very careful about this. And some of the members used to share some of the experiences. Even I step out of my car, I make sure that I did it well. So people, oh, this guy coming. People come to welcome you, and you come out, you speak not very steady. People, this guy not so. Until you go on the stage. So make sure, number one, when we are being invited to speak anywhere, even 1 to 1 or 1 to 100, make sure that our movement is really precisely appropriate for the occasion. And then so we will be, when we are walking in, people, and then we start. That's why Syrian, the star. And when we start, you should ask me what the difference between a star and a speaker. I said a professional speaker is someone who speaks with integrity. From deep with it, we don't build it, it comes automatically out. For the movie star, sometimes they don't have tears, they can force tears. It's different, like, what's the difference? The star looks so smart, so beautiful. I said, Siriam, if you got onto the stage and I follow you, I am half dead. Alright? Because when you move onto the stage, people, oh, the star. They will recognize me only when I stand on the stage and say something and touch their heart. The difference is that the good thing of the movie star is that they get cheered up even the moment they got in. But I told her that when you start to speak, after 3 minutes, probably people will think differently. Right? You talk about something so sad and then you cry with the tears coming out, people start to doubt. Is she acting or is it the truth? That's why I told her if you want to enter politics, you want to be a somebody outside, then it would be different. As a speaker, you must wear the heart of integrity. And when you say something, people will don't have the doubt. And these days, it's so important. You say one word by mistake, everything gone. If you are the leader somewhere. So ladies and gentlemen, take this minute at this club, practice ourselves, and become a better leader, a better speaker. And today, since we have a little more time, I would like to ask someone who joined Toastmasters. I think a number of years back, I saw her at the first page. I felt, oh, this lady probably growing, but it might take some time. Who could believe it? Today she is the district director looking after 5 countries. I would like her to share a little bit, quite impromptu, yes, how you develop yourselves up to this moment. Not so wrong.
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmaster ladies and gentlemen. This is my chance to practice skill that I got from Toastmaster impromptu speech that this Toastmaster has mentioned. How to develop myself. I started joining Toastmaster last 14 years, and on that time I just want to improve my speaking skill only because I got a problem when I speak English. I want to know how to speak effectively and fluently, and then after I think almost a year, I discovered not only speaking skill that I got from Toastmaster, I got a leadership skill, analytical skill, and positive thinking. So all of that skill that I mentioned help me to develop myself. I think if you want to discover yourself and become better, Toastmaster is a place that you can join and improve yourself. Not easy, just join Toastmaster. That means you need to work so hard for preparation. Every time when I deliver speech, I repeat it again and again, and because I think I could memorize every word that I plan to deliver a speech. And this is the technique. If you're not confident enough to deliver your speech, you need to start by memorizing first, and that you feel inside that you know how to say it. And in practical, I don't recommend to memorize every word. I think you should use your own word and just remember the key point, the key message, and use your own word and visualize what you have on when you stay in front of the audience, and be yourself confident and be comfortable. That's focus on the audience, how to engage the audience, how to let the audience get the benefits from the speech. This is the way that you want to improve your speaking skill, and definitely you need to deliver your speech as when you have a chance to participate in table topic session and visit other clubs that you have more chance to deliver your speech and different environment. I think I have a big improvement when I was as an area director. I have chance to visit many clubs, and every time when I visit, I have chance to deliver my speech, and this is the way. And when I was as the district director, I think give me more confidence as I focus on my job, my key performance, that how to achieve the district mission, the district goal, and that means I need to utilize all I have, not only speaking skill, analytical skill, and how to connect people from the club under the district 97P. That's to prove you can be the best version of yourself, because you need to utilize all you have, and this is the way that I improve myself. Don't think just everything you can get it easily. You need to invest your time, your effort, and definitely believe me, return on investment is very high if you put your effort and you can expect something worth of investment. And that's all. Back to you, Toastmaster.
Well, thank you very much for sharing with us. That's the truth, because we cannot be an effective speaker overnight. Toastmaster is an investment actually. It depends on how we make it happen. And yeah, a lot of people say, oh, in Toastmaster in the corporate, sometimes we don't have to invest a lot. Actually, we invest a lot. Like our acting president and any one of you, you invest in time. You invest in time, which is very important. Now, so together, now all the time spent in Toastmasters can benefit not only ourselves individually, but we will benefit others outside and in our cooperation. That is more important. But don't underestimate ourselves that my English is not good, so I don't join Toastmasters. Because in Toastmasters we don't compare like for example, I don't compare myself with Ajahn Arun. I compare my yesterday with today's self for a better tomorrow. That's why Toastmasters say become a better leader, not the best leader actually. Become a better leader. We all can be better. I don't know, you just think what happened in the last 2 weeks up to now. What did you do? What did you change yourself, even in a minimum degree? I don't know whether have you ever thought of that. For myself, even as a speaker, I think, oh, what happened last 2 days? What happened, what I did as a speaker? Yes, if we commit to help people, what we did. Like some of us here have been helping clubs sometimes 5 days a week. And what people said, I asked Nasla, do you have time? We have very limited time, all of us. I told one of the guy who was 25, he said he had no time. I said, at your age, I was the CEO of the company, 25. And then I worked so hard, I look after 5 companies, be consultant to another 5, but I still got time to Toastmasters. That's why I have been in Toastmasters only 28 years. This year will be 29 only. Now, so any one of us here can be a better communicator. So ladies and gentlemen, now it's time to turn to one very important section that's called the general evaluation section. And the guy who is going to be our general evaluator is ready. He is ever ready from the first moment. It's none other than DTM Paisan. Yes, I'm here. Give me a big hand, please. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, a lot of people don't understand why we clap hands so often. Why? Giving big hand is a motivation and a recognition. That's why in speaking, when we come up here, we speak, we get paid in terms of approach. So when we approach from our heart, you know, sometimes people feel very danger in Thailand to approach. Sometimes it took time. After they speak, somebody, oh, give this guy an approach. But automatically, like our acting president used to be in Australia, when people speak and when they stop, automatically like, pa, 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 pa. In Thailand, they stop. Then the MC said, please give him a big hand. Even to the Prime Minister, to the Minister, sometimes the MC said, ladies and gentlemen, give our Minister a big hand. Otherwise, nobody gave a big hand. Long ago, this is so important. The MC coming up every time. So please give him. I remember one day, used to say, when we want people to approach, don't ask them to give me, because they are forced to give me a big hand. Yeah. So we say, ladies and gentlemen, give a big hand. That means we already do right. And so this is the part we call recognition. We have 6 dimensions in leadership. One most important part is recognition. If you approach others, people will approach you. So this is what we learn in Toastmasters. And of course, since the prepared speeches still very fresh in our mind, but time is the most significant thing in our Toastmaster training. Our timer, are you ready? Yes, our timer. Okay, please. Yes. Now time is so important, so we need a time report. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our time reporter, Toastmaster Phone.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is a time report from me. Now, you can call me Toastmaster Phone. There are 2 sessions that use the time reports. The first one is table topic sessions. There are 3 questions. In the first questions answered by Toastmaster Tao, she spent 39.5 seconds. And the second question answered by Toastmaster Tam, she spent 1 minute and 40 seconds. And the last question, Toastmaster Apple, she spends 15 seconds. And the second session, prepared speeches sessions. The first speaker, Toastmaster Jima, she spent 8 minutes and 15 seconds. And the second speaker, Toastmaster Gang, she spent 5 minutes and 38 seconds. And this is time report for this Toastmaster meeting. Thank you.
Is this your first time Toastmaster Phone as a timekeeper, as a report here?
Yes, this is my first time for the time report.
Wow! She can be our permanent timekeeper. Yeah. Very good. Congratulations. So great. Yes, we learn from every session. I feel so proud that when we have new members coming to give presentation in one way or another, that can benefit all of us. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, now we come to the prepared speeches. I would like to start with the first speaker, Toastmaster Chima. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Niti and Arun.
Mr. General Moderator, fellow Toastmasters, ladies and gentlemen, especially our Toastmaster Jima, who deliver on project number 3 today. In project number 3, it's a get to the point. And normally there are 4 types of speech in this section. It is If you know that in this project number 3, there are 4 types of speeches. The first one is to speaking to inform, to persuade, and to entertain and to inspire. Today, your topic is about the speaking to inform, to let us know about the Ramadan. What is the Ramadan? Okay? Let's start. Your speech today, I like very much about your opening by asking questions, you know. Do you know Ramadan? Ask the question. That's very good. Only the first word that in this room, you don't have to do in this room because you are in the room. Okay? You can come up here, ladies and gentlemen, you are, do you know Ramadan? Something like that. Very good come. But the body of your speech, it seems is what we say, the speaking to inform. You try to let the audience understand what about Ramadan and what you have to do, something that you have to do, something you cannot do. For example, you cannot eat food, but you can eat now, right? And other things, very good. You must use your example by using the picture. When you show the picture, the first one you already know this is very important, and second one about the food, you also can understand. For your conclusion, very good conclusion. You just said, even though no matter how difficult for you to during the 1 month of Ramadan, but you like really much. Right? So your topic, your body of the content, and your conclusion is the same meaning. Very good. Thank you very much. However, I have something to let you know. When I join Toastmaster, you know what I do? I prepare some time to prepare my speech, and then I rehearse over about 1 day about 10 times, 1 week about 40 or 50 times. So it makes me feel comfortable when I deliver speech. Because we understand that we are not a native speaker, maybe we cannot speak English very fluently. But the first thing is how can we speak with confidence? How can we speak with what you say that feel more comfortable, right? That's the way we practice. But after we practice like this for several times, later on we understand how can we skip one step. Maybe we just study the topic and we have some keywords and we can deliver our speech. But at the beginning we have to read it every day. 1 day, 4 or 5 times or 10 times. For this one is 2 weeks, once or 2 weeks. The first week prepare your speech, and the second week rehearse. In that case, I'm sure that you can advance and have confidence in your speech. I always say that what is it, the 5 P, proper preparation, event, poor performance. If we have a proper preparation, our performance will be better. That's why. So say congratulations and listen, waiting for your project number 4.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, normally as a general evaluator, I won't touch much on the speaker, but on the personal evaluator, my friend Ajahn Arun. And of course, first of all, I would like to say congratulations to Toastmaster team. Get to the point is very important, and you can observe during the debate in the parliament. Yeah, so we can learn from that. Yeah, people sometimes did not get to the point. They went beat about the bush. And what happened? Things are very confusing. So this is one of the great points that we have to learn from. And of course, Ajahn Arun, I will give him the evaluation later. Now, the one very important thing, what he mentioned is about don't worry about your English. That is important. Don't worry whether my English is okay or not. So far as we can communicate, do it first. Because a lot of people ask me in these 29 years that Ajahn is when I speak British English, such a thing. British, Australian, American English, all can be done. Filipino, Thailand, or whatever, we still enjoy it. You can create understanding. These are the most important point. And I would like to say that Vicky and Arun use the sandwich method of evaluation. So the speaker will feel that next time I will do better, I will do again. But this is what we do. So, Arun, congratulations. Our second speaker, Toastmaster King, why I would like them to change the topic, right? Don't worry about that. So, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming the speaker's Toastmaster support.
General Evaluator, I'm very proud and happy to come and listen to Toastmaster King. Why? I don't think so many Toastmasters can incorporate two subjects in one speech. And Toastmaster King has shown us that she's able to do that. Why I say two subjects? Most of the Thai people will respect that and more. Thai person will respect teacher. And you can incorporate that. You can incorporate how we should respect our dad and mom. We instill some of the value, some of the manners in you. And you mention not only about knowledge, but some values also. And you do that in a very good way. You explain it little by little that why you want to be a teacher. I'm hooked by your speech, and this is one of the great speech that I have ever listened, because it forms an idea in my mind that not only we learn something from our parents, but we also learn something from our teacher also. And you are so lucky that you have your dad and your mom as a teacher, and then you want to follow that path to be a teacher also. That's why you change your subject title to be that why I would like to be a teacher, and you explain all to the audience that why you would like to be a teacher, not only from the things that the teacher teaches us, but the value, not only the knowledge that we teach, that we got from our teacher also. I'm sure that your dad and mom will be proud of you. Not only as a daughter, but as a very good citizen also. How I think that your speech will be a little bit better, because in this speech, it is your body speaks. So we want to see your movement, we want to see your facial expression, and it will be a little bit better if you can have a podium, and then we can look, because I looked at your eyes and I saw something in your eyes that you really want to be a teacher, and you really want to be like your father and mother who teach you so many things. So anyway, I'm hooked by your speech and listen to every word that you speak, and I think that this is a wise choice of incorporating how we should respect our parents as well as our teacher. So, congratulations, I'm waiting, listening, looking forward to your second speech. And as a Toastmaster, I'm proud that we have a very good Toastmaster like you. And I want to listen to more of the people who has this value in your mind to give any speech. Back to you, General.
Wow. Thank you for the very positive encouragement to this speaker. I like the word when DDM support mentioned about seeing something in her eyes. But suppose if you could say what you see, then you will understand more. I see something in your eyes. She said, what did you see? The sparkle with passion and all. And I would like to say thank you very much for congratulations. And also to our speaker, Toastmaster King, keep on, please. You will change time after time to be a better and better speaker. I do believe that since the first time I met you, and then you had a dramatic change. Keep on. But I missed you a few times. Now, so keep on doing it. Congratulations. And of course, I would like to come to the part. Acting President Toastmaster Tam, when she came up as a president, I remember the first time when she was about to come up, she worried a lot. And this time it's rather different when she stood here. She shared her opinion in a natural way. Because as a president and as a Toastmaster of the day, or as a GE, totally different. A lot of people say what to do as a president, look like a president. That's all. Be like a president. As a Toastmaster of the day, because we are like an educational MC, sometimes we will not be like movie style. The way is different. Now, so we do it differently, but we will motivate people along the way. And today, I would like to say that Toastmaster give a very remarkable opening, and this is well done. Congratulations. For Toastmaster Nui, she's not here. Yeah, I thought when she spoke, I felt that her English is very fluent. And of course, she elaborated the meaning with examples. I do believe even she's not here, let her know if she continues speaking, she will be one of the great speakers. Now, because when she spoke, she had to drive over there. Yeah, that was a strong point. The only thing, if she became a Toastmaster, she would slow down a little bit to while explaining, so people could understand the context fully. And so just pass my words and say congratulations. Yes. Thought of the day, life is learning. Oh, Toastmaster Apple, because I met her a number of times, and then because when I look at members, I will look at the development. I don't care who you are, where you are, what you are. The most important thing is how you develop yourself. Yeah. Because because I remember the first time, now a bit younger, so sometimes I forgot. In the past, I would put all the people in my brain. Then I saw, oh, last 10 years, last 10 months, what you did. And I remember the first time Toastmaster Apple came up here, she looked very distinct. Very, what we say, very academic, I would like to say. And then she reduced the tension. Up to now, you are reaching the moment you could be a free speaker anywhere. The only point I would like to give you as a speaker is that when you stand at the microphone, don't bend to the microphone. Just try to look at the audience. Don't worry if you have to read sometimes, but today you didn't use note, then you just went on. Now, so do it. You will be an excellent speaker. Congratulations. Yes. And of course, in melody game, well, for good singers. If for me, I didn't know any song. Yeah, but I thought that some of you learn music like, because I learned piano. I play organ, I blow flute, I play guitar, but very loudly. My teacher said, you took 20 more years to grow. Don't worry about that. But I learned it. And so sometimes the melody is like in speaking. Another people in Thailand, because of our culture. In the past, I remember some 40 over years when I don't want to say I was young. When my teacher asked me to stand at the lectern, and then she told me the first thing, son, when you get to the lectern, don't move, don't use your hands. So I said, so what do you talk? Yes, teacher said very good. And one day, because my neighbors, the Indians, we were very good friends. So I spoke in English one day. Then what happened? Use a lot of body language and gestures. After that, my principal called me to her room. My son, he said, yes, you look like a monkey when you are on the stage. I dare not even use my hands until I went to study abroad. Because, cannot use my hands. You look like a monkey. So I went to Malaysia studying for the first time. And then I got 10 minutes to speak. on the stage. I'm a true learner. Ladies and gentlemen, and my teacher called me down halfway, about 3 minutes. They called, come on, Kaisan. I got shocked. Hundreds of students there. You look like that mood. Doing nothing, wear your hands, wear your face. So I said, what to do? I still got confused at that time. Act. When you are angry, do it. When I went up there, I did it. You said very good. So you know, when we are helping children, make sure they have their understanding. Not just say you cannot do it. Also, this is a way in Toastmasters. Somebody do it differently. We'll see whether it's the right occasion or not. If you did it on the right occasion, it's okay. So this is also important. And of course, I would like to say that in melody game, so great, do it because you change games very often, almost every 2 weeks. So make it interesting. I told Nasra used to say she would also incorporate games in some clubs, not to learn from your club as well. So congratulations. And of course, just now in Thailand. Don't worry. Yeah, you can say something in English, put it in Thai. Now in the English club, normally we speak English. If we don't know a certain word, say it in Thai. Yeah, you don't have to say like, I might look in Thai. You can say, and then you just interpret it. Okay, and then of course, coming to very important part, it is core the table topic section. I'm not going to evaluate it myself. I will have the helping hand from District Director Nasra.
General Evaluator, fellow Toastmaster, ladies and gentlemen. It's my pleasure to have a chance to evaluate table topic session. As you know, this session gives us an opportunity to improve our impromptu speeches. And I would like to thank you, the table topic master, that you introduced the session, how to participate in this session, and it's definition of right or wrong. Next time, I would like to hear something to benefit that more than how to participate in the session. In many cases, it's our daily life that we may get the question or the topic from our boss, from our colleague or our client. And if we have a chance to participate in this session, that means you have this skill automatically and you know how to deliver in the way that your listener want to hear from you. This is the real benefit that you can gain. And more than that, this session help you to utilize all resources that you have. That you can become the best version of yourself when you participate in the table topic session. So don't miss the chance to raise your hand when the table topic master asks any topic or the question. And I enjoyed your session very much. You select the question that's very interesting and can help the audience enjoy work in your session. Give him a big round of applause. For the participant, the first respondent Toastmaster she gone already. And as the general evaluator mentioned, she can speak English well. I think if she's joined the meeting regularly, she will know how to respond to this session. And I'm not sure that how many times that she has chance to join this meeting. Just several. Not many times. And this is the way that normally when in the table topic session, we, if possible, choose the person, the experienced member to start first, and then the follower will know how to participate in this session. Now, just give you the guideline. You call the experienced members and then call the people who have no task. Maybe no task that you can see from the agenda. That's if not the name show on the agenda, that means they have no task. And if everyone has any responsibility to do, you can ask someone that has a small task. Small tasks mean agriculture, farmer, or the grammarian. This is don't ask the Toastmaster of the day, general evaluator or speaker. This is the normal way that the guideline that you can use when you work as tabletop master. For the second respondent, our acting president today, I really love your expert on yoga. Yes, you mentioned before you want to teach yoga. That's, if you want to teach something, that means you need to prove you are an expert and you can master this skill, and she share her experience, her story, why she loves teaching yoga. It would be better if you can show us with the simple or the basic yoga, and or maybe if you have engage audience by invite the audience follow you, and that you can gain benefit from learning yoga from you. And all in all, I love the way that you deliver your speech. I think this is the way that everyone can learn and follow her if you have chance to participate in the yoga session. Please give her a big round of applause. For the third respondent, I like the way that you even, I'm not sure that you got the point of the question, but you dare to be here and you say what you want to say, that you mean that you love the New Year's celebration instead of celebrating. And all in all that this is the place that we have to practice and say whatever that we want to say, that the Toastmaster mentioned no right or wrong, and at least we learn how to make ourselves confident when participate in unexpected session or when we have the topic or question that we don't expect to have it before. And I think that when we participate in this session, we will learn something how to make it better in the future. This is the point that why I want to encourage everyone to participate in this session. And this is the place that they have to make any mistake. And don't worry about make everything perfect, because perfect never come true. Everyone believe me, even the professional speaker, they always make any mistake, and we don't, if we know how to observe it, right? And as we cannot catch up any mistake from the professional speaker, but they know how to turn it and make it like a normal way that we cannot observe any mistake from the professional. So dare to make any mistake and practice something that you never done before. That is the place that you can learn and grow at Toastmaster. And that's all. Back to you, General Evaluator.
Thank you very much for your thorough evaluation. Ladies and gentlemen, give another big round of applause. I would like to say that since the Toastmaster is not here, I didn't know whether Nasla met for the first time. I would like to share one idea that the first time I remember that asking her to come up and say something. I remember she said her name and then stopped. Just know that she from Batum and back to the seat. And she developed after that, after this moment. And then the topic today for her probably quite difficult too, quite difficult. Anyway, that is all what I would like to share because of her development. Step by step, taking all of us here, we can see that a person can develop himself or herself. That is the most important part. So congratulations to all of you, table topics respondents. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, every time we say English is not the main part, like grammar or all, but we conduct our meeting in English. So we need to know a certain point, how to develop ourselves in our English speaking. So ladies and gentlemen, there will be a lady to present 2-in-1 package, right? 2-in-1 package, our report and as a primary. Please join me in welcoming Toastmaster Jane.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day, Toastmaster and welcome guests. Now I will give you feedback which is supposed to bring your awareness to your speaking and to help you improve your skill. For Team Chima, you have 3 R's and 2 M's. And you repeat the word, but not much. And however, you did better than your last time. Congratulations. For King, you had 4 R's and 3 M's, but this time you already done your project number 5, right? So absolutely you did better than your 4 last time. Congratulations. Now I'll turn the report back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Yes, very quick, concise, anymore. Oh yes, only 2 speakers. And about any additional on the grammar? Yeah, please. Also, please go on.
For the grammarian, today I would like to present about a synonym. A synonym is a word or phrase that means exactly or nearly the same as another word or phrase in the same language. When speaking or writing, one of the best ways to expand our vocabulary and to avoid using the same words repeatedly is to use the synonyms or use the similar words. And I will give you the example of the synonym. And I have some short video about the synonym song that will make you remember many words in one song. inclusive. Inclusive is a school. So I have a English. One cool hand. And then I have some assignment for you. You already know the synonym, right?
Yes.
ก็คือคำที่ให้ความหมายเหมือนกันก็คือใช้คำต่างกัน For the first one, the sofa is too big for the living room. Large. Mice are really tiny animals. Small. I hate spiders. They are horrible. Hate. But of course, this reason is very hard. Difficult. Next, I hate watching frightening movies. Scary. We will check later. Number 6, please find a chair. Seat. Number 7, I'm really poorly. I haven't been out of the flat for days. Poorly. Poorly. Okay, we will check later. We can check later. We will have answer later. But you have to go first. Which one? Okay. I chose the fish. It looks delicious. Number 9, please move to the center of the classroom. Center. Middle. Okay. And the last one, I felt very sad when I realized it. Unhappy. Okay, check the answers. Poorly. The synonym is ill. All is correct. Why is important to use synonym in our speech and writing? It's important because synonym can improve both our oral skill and our writing skill, as noted in the following section. Thank you. Back to you, Mr. Toastmaster.
Wow, what a great program. Give her a big round of applause. But the only thing, I saw one word, the last one. How do you pronounce that? Now when you heard it, be careful when you say gagan. There are two ways. You could see that someone said opportunity. Someone said opportunity. It was actually correct in American way of pronunciation and British. Now, for example, sometimes you say CAT, actually a lot of people say air, right? But if you study the phonetic, they say so you say cat. We never think, normally when we were young, I don't know, but in high school, normally say CAT, cat, like, but when the British or the American people teaching English, they say cat. Then we say, we don't say CAT, cat, that CAT, cat, book, like we always say this. Now, so that when we say gagan, the gun-torn or gun-torn. Yeah, with a two, because in the dictionary you could say, somebody say cucumber or cucumber. You say, with the K over there. One teacher asked me last few years when I was speaking, she said how to pronounce C-U-M-B-E-R. I said, how do you pronounce it? She said cucumber. No, we never have kaju. We say Q, like Q. That's all. The opportunity, it depends. So don't worry about that. The most important thing when we pronounce it, sometimes we make an intonation over there. Let us say, he steal my money. Same word. The word steal, have you ever heard that? He steals my money. That means my money, not my book. My money. I mean that my money. If he steals my money, nobody else but he did it. There are 5 or 6 versions there. Yeah, he steals my money. No one, he, not she. Yeah, so you can see that in speaking. So in English, when we speak, don't forget one very important thing is that we have a connection. Yeah, I'm going to the market. I will never say I'm going to the market like. Now, so in English, when you say I'm going to the market, I'm going to the train, yeah, and I put it on the table. All this very simple for us. Just practice it every day. I'm sure that we can grow together as a speaker. Ladies and gentlemen, time is very important. We don't close too early. We don't close too late. That is called leadership. So ladies and gentlemen, now it's time for me to return the control to our acting president.
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmaster. Time has gone so quick. Almost 2 hours that we spent time in this room. I believe that everyone will gain some benefit, and I'm sure that you have fun, especially with the game. Either e-melody or that just passed the synonym game. Thank you. I would like to thank Toastmaster Jay and Toastmaster Kwan for the well-organized for this meeting. I would like to thank our beloved DTM Paisan, DTM Natara, DTM Support, and DTM Arun, who inspiring us and guiding us in this meeting. And I would give a chance to the people who spend time in this room for 2 hours and haven't have chance to talk, to speak anything in English. So I would like people who didn't speak at all come to this lecture and speak something like your name, where you come from, and how you feel about this meeting. Maybe start with
everybody, candidate for I come from Europe. I come from สำนักบริหารการ I glad to meet you. I think I love Toastmaster. Thank you.
เครื่องปนดีเทศI work at Art and Design.
My name is Nita Kositam. I'm from Bureau of Care National Teacher. I work at Toastmaster.
Wow, thank you. We have a gift from Grand National Treasure. Last but not least, I would like to thank everyone in this room who spent time here. And I think the meeting has come to the end. I declare the meeting adjourned.